There's a harsh truth most men refuse to accept. Women don't think about you nearly as much as you think about them. If you want to change that, if you want to be the one occupying her mind even as she drifts off to sleep, then you need to master a skill most guys overlook: the art of the perfect goodnight text. And no, I'm not talking about some weak, forgettable goodnight sleep well. That does nothing. A real man, a man who commands respect and desire, understands that words carry power. The right message can spark obsession, make her crave you, and keep you imprinted in her thoughts long after she closes her eyes. Hey, this is James, and today, I'm giving you 5 powerful texts that will make sure you're the last thing on her mind before she falls asleep. These messages do more than just sound nice. They trigger emotions, build deep attraction, and establish you as the kind of man she can't ignore. And trust me, you do not want to miss the final message. It's so raw, so powerful, that it will leave her wishing she was right there beside you, wrapped up in your presence, completely drawn into your world. Because at the end of the day, a man who understands the power of his words holds the power over her thoughts. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. All right, let's dive right in. Message number 1. If I dream about you tonight the way I've been thinking about you all day, my night is about to get a whole lot hotter. Now, picture this. She's had a long day. She's been running errands, handling work, dealing with life's little dramas. Yet through it all, you've been there in the back of her mind, creeping in like a quiet storm. She's thought about you in passing moments, during that awkward silence in her meeting, or as she stood at the coffee shop counter. But then, the day starts to wind down. She's in bed, about to shut off for the night, and bam, your message hits her phone. If I dream about you tonight the way I've been thinking about you all day, my night is about to get a whole lot hotter. This isn't just a simple good night. This isn't sleep well or sweet dreams. No, this is a carefully crafted bombshell that hits with precision. It does 2 things that make her pulse race. 1, you show her she's completely on your mind. The kind of thought that doesn't come from a passing glance but a deep, obsessive contemplation. 2, you tease her just enough. That subtle, unspoken promise of something more, emotionally, physically, mentally, that leaves her breathless with curiosity. Let's be clear. This message isn't about playing it safe. It's about giving her a taste of the passion and intensity that's been running through your mind all day, without giving it all away. The word hotter? That's the key. It's the spark, the hint of something deeper that you don't even need to say out loud. It's the silent power of suggestion. But why does this work so damn well? Because it taps into something primal, something that goes beyond simple attraction. It creates an emotional bond by making her feel like the most important thing in your world, like she's at the center of your universe, even if only for a moment. And when she feels that kind of focus from you, something inside her shifts. She becomes more than just a passing thought. She becomes the obsession. It also taps into the Stoic principle of focus and presence. Marcus Aurelius spoke of the importance of controlling what's within our reach, and right now what's within your reach is her mind. You're giving her a reason to think about you, to be aware of your presence, to anticipate what's next. That's control, not over her, but over the way you make her feel. It's power through emotional awareness. When you send a message like this, you're not just getting her attention for the night. You're setting the stage for a deeper emotional connection. She won't just be wondering what's next for her day. She'll be wondering what's next for you too. And that feeling? It'll linger long after the screen fades to black. So, if you want to make sure she's lying in bed, heart racing, thoughts consumed by you, then this is the text you need to send. Simple, confident, and guaranteed to keep her thinking about you long after she's hit the pillow. It's not about playing games, it's about taking control. And with this message, you've already taken the first step. Message number 2. No matter how long my day is, just thinking about you makes everything feel lighter. Imagine this for a second. You've had a hell of a day. The world's been throwing everything at you. Work, drama, frustrations piling up like a stack of bricks. You're tired, mentally drained, and your mood's a few shades away from the edge. Then, as you try to unwind, you get this message from her. No matter how long my day is, just thinking about you makes everything feel lighter. Boom. Instant shift. That message, simple yet profound, hits you right in the chest. It's not just a compliment, it's a lifeline in the chaos of your day. It's like someone handed you a breath of fresh air, cutting through the fog of stress and making everything feel lighter. Suddenly, you feel seen. You feel important, like someone recognizes the weight you carry. And that's exactly the effect you want to have on her. You see, this text does more than just give her a warm feeling. It taps into something deeper, something real. Let's break it down. You're showing her she's not just a fleeting interest, she's essential to your happiness. She's that missing piece of the puzzle that completes you, not just a girl you're trying to impress. When she reads this, it'll hit her that she means more to you than just a distraction or a momentary thrill. She's crucial to your emotional well-being. Her presence is a source of comfort, not just excitement or fleeting attraction. This isn't about sending her some sugar-coated empty words. You're letting her know she has the power to make even the toughest days feel bearable. That's not something just any woman can do. She has a unique effect on you. No one else can make you feel this way. That's a big deal. When you let her know that she's the one person who can shift your mood like this, you're giving her a sense of control over how you feel. It's a powerful feeling that makes her want to stick around, because who wouldn't want to be the one who holds that power? And here's where the raw, brutal truth comes in. Women don't want to feel like they're just one option in your life. They want to be the only one, the one who matters, the one who's irreplaceable. When you send a text like this, you're showing her that she's not just another face in the crowd. She's integral to your life. And that's what separates you from every other guy who's playing games or sending out empty compliments. You're making her feel needed, valued, and important. But there's also something deeper at play here from a Stoic perspective. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, taught us to find strength and serenity by focusing on what truly matters. And when you send a message like this, you're reminding her that her presence is something you've chosen to prioritize. The world might throw chaos your way, but it's her, that connection with her, that brings clarity in the storm. This doesn't just speak to emotional connection. It speaks to your ability to focus on what brings you peace, and that's exactly what Stoicism is about. Finding contentment in the things that matter and cutting out the noise. So, when you send a message like this, you're not just brightening her night. You're sending a signal, a deep, undeniable signal, that she's something you value on a level no one else does. And that will have her thinking about you long after she's read the message. She won't just want you around for the excitement, she'll want you there because you're a source of stability, a breath of fresh air, in a world full of chaos. Now that's how you make her feel needed and irreplaceable. All right, let's pause for a second. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, which of these texts do you think would have the biggest impact on her? Or better yet, type this in the comments. Words have power. Why? Because they do. A man who knows how to use his words controls the game. So let's see how many real ones are watching. Comment, "Words have power" below, and I'll be checking the comments to see who's actually paying attention. Let's go. Message number 3. Every day I feel even more grateful to have you in my life. Sleep well, beautiful. Imagine the kind of day you've had, full of battles, distractions, and challenges. You're coming off the grind of the day, your mind racing with thoughts about the world, your mission, your goals, and then, as you wind down, you send her this message. Every day I feel even more grateful to have you in my life. Sleep well, beautiful. This isn't just some basic goodnight text. This is a declaration, a message that cuts through the noise, making her feel seen, valued, and most importantly, needed. It's the kind of message that lingers with her long after the phone is put down, carving its way into her thoughts. And here's why. 1. It's not just about her looks, it's about who she is. When you send this message, you're not complimenting her body or superficial traits. You're recognizing her as a person who brings value into your life. In a world where men often play games and women are reduced to their physical appearance, this message stands out. It tells her she is more than a momentary attraction. She is someone who holds genuine, irreplaceable value in your life. 2. It shows emotional depth. You're not sending this to simply get something from her. No, this text signals something deeper, a connection that goes beyond physical attraction. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, taught us to not just value appearances, but to see the deeper qualities in others. Qualities like integrity, loyalty, and wisdom. When you tell her you're grateful for her presence, you're showing her that you see the real her, not just the surface-level image. That's a powerful thing, especially in a world of shallow interactions. 3. It strengthens the bond between you two. This message isn't just a nice way to say goodnight. It's a subtle yet strong affirmation that you're here for something real. And that changes the game. Instead of the usual mind games or temporary excitement that often cloud relationships, you're building something solid. She feels important, almost irreplaceable in your life. You're not just saying goodnight. You're laying down a foundation for something that could last, and she can feel that. That's why this message sticks. It gives her the sense that you're not here to waste time. You're someone who values what's worth valuing. Now, from a Stoic perspective, there's also another layer here. In the teachings of the Stoics, like Epictetus and Seneca, we learn that life is full of things we can't control. The chaos, the noise, the distractions. But what we can control is how we value the things that actually matter. This message speaks directly to that Stoic wisdom. By telling her that you're grateful for her, you're not just practicing gratitude, you're taking ownership of the things that bring real value to your life, like loyalty, emotional connection, and the genuine qualities of the people you choose to keep close. In a world of transience and fleeting relationships, this message cuts through the bullshit and makes her feel like she's part of something stable, something genuine. Here's the brutal truth, though. Most guys are too afraid to send messages like this. They think it's too much, or that it'll scare her off. But guess what? It's the opposite. This message shows maturity, emotional intelligence, and a deep sense of value. It stands out like a diamond in the rough, and that's exactly why it works. In a world full of superficial interactions, you're showing her you're different, that you're a man who doesn't settle for shallow connections. This message does more than just make her smile. It creates a lasting imprint. She'll remember it long after she's read it. And that's the kind of impact you want to have on a woman's mind, and ultimately, her heart. So, if you want her thinking about you as she drifts off to sleep, longing for your presence in her life, send this message. It's simple, it's heartfelt, it's real, and most importantly, it's impossible to ignore. Message number 4. I love the way your mind works. Every time we talk, I learn something new. Let's be brutally honest for a second. In today's world, how many times do we, as men, hear people, especially women, say things like, "You're so smart," "You're so capable," or "I love how your mind works"? Not nearly enough, right? Most men are too busy playing the game of surface-level charm, fixating on looks, physical attraction, and shallow compliments. But the truth is, real attraction is forged in the mind, not the body. And that's where you can rise above the rest with one simple line. I love the way your mind works. Every time we talk, I learn something new. This message is a game changer. It's not a compliment. It's a statement of respect, admiration, and recognition. You're telling her that what sets her apart from every other woman you encounter isn't just her appearance. It's her intellect, her thoughts, her perspective on the world. That's the essence of who she truly is, and you're acknowledging it. And guess what? Women don't hear this nearly enough. Why is this message so powerful? 1. It builds a deeper connection. By complimenting her mind, you're not only acknowledging her appearance or the chemistry between you, you're strengthening the emotional and intellectual connection between you both. This shows you don't just care about the surface level, you're deeply interested in what's inside her head. That's rare. Most men are too busy trying to impress with empty words, but this message shows you're more than just a physical attraction. You respect her mind, her opinions, and the way she processes the world. Your attraction goes beyond the superficial. Here's the thing. Most guys fail at making genuine connections because they're stuck in a loop of objectifying women. It's all about looks, physical appeal, and temporary validation. But in the end, that doesn't create anything lasting. The message you're sending with this is simple. I see you for who you really are, and who you really are is incredible. You're setting yourself apart by valuing her for more than just what's on the surface. You show her you're not just interested in her body, but her mind, her intellect, and her inner world. That's what makes you stand out in a crowd of men who think attraction is just skin deep. 3. She feels irreplaceable and respected. This text gives her validation that is far deeper than superficial compliments. When you acknowledge her intelligence, her ideas, and the way she thinks, you're telling her she's irreplaceable. And that's priceless. She feels seen and respected for who she truly is, not just for what she brings to the table in terms of physicality. In a world where women are often objectified and their minds overlooked, you're different. You value her uniqueness, and that builds trust and admiration. In a world full of people trying to impress others with shallow gestures and empty words, this message is a breath of fresh air. It says that you're a man of substance who doesn't just want her body or momentary attraction. You want genuine connection rooted in intellectual respect. And let's be real here, this is what women crave. But there's a deeper layer to this, and it ties directly to Stoicism. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius believed in looking beyond the surface of people and situations, to see things for what they really are. It's not the external world that holds value, it's the internal virtue and wisdom we cultivate that matters most. By recognizing her intellect and the way she views the world, you're doing exactly that. You're valuing her inner world, not just her appearance. And this resonates with Stoic principles. We should look for virtue and wisdom in others, rather than get caught up in superficial pursuits. In a world where real connections are rare, sending this message is your chance to cut through the noise and show her that you're a man who understands the power of genuine connection. You're not interested in temporary validation, you want substance. The brutal truth is, men who fail to acknowledge a woman's intelligence and deeper qualities often find themselves forgotten. But you'll be the one she remembers, the one who saw her as more than just a pretty face. So, if you want to stand out and make a lasting impact, this is the message you need to send. It's simple, yet it carries weight. It's not just a compliment, it's a validation of her worth. And believe me, she won't forget it. Message number 5. I keep picturing you here with me right now, but honestly, I don't think reality could ever match the way I'm imagining it. Here's the truth. Most guys send boring, predictable texts that don't spark anything real. But this one, it's different. It's psychological brilliance, a move that'll stay with her long after she reads it. You don't give everything away, you leave her mind racing, imagining what you're picturing. Why does this work so well? 1. Sparks curiosity. You've left a gap for her to fill. What exactly are you imagining? The power of the unknown keeps her hooked. She can't help but think about you and wonder what you meant. It's emotional arousal without being obvious. 2. Creates deeper connection. You're not just sending a, "Hey, thinking about you" message. You've made her feel close to you emotionally, even from a distance. This builds a bond that's stronger than physical proximity. 3. Teases the imagination. You didn't overdo it. You left her with something to wonder about, something to fill in. And mystery is what keeps people coming back for more. You've made her eager to know what you're really thinking. This isn't a simple compliment. It's a move that makes her think about you long after. Most guys can't pull this off, but you just did. This strategy aligns with Stoic wisdom. The Stoics knew that true power lies in self-control and being able to guide emotions without force. You didn't force the connection, you created it. You've mastered the art of leaving just enough to keep her intrigued, and that's what makes you unforgettable. Forget the desperate moves. Control the space between your words, and you'll keep her wanting more. This is the kind of connection that sticks. Now that you know exactly what to text her at night to stay on her mind, there's just one more thing you need to master: how to start her day thinking about you too. Because let's be real, the man who controls her first and last thoughts is the one she can't stop thinking about. So click the video on your screen right now. No woman can ignore these 7 good morning texts. Watch it next, and make sure she wakes up just as obsessed with you as she fell asleep. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.